I wonder how Exploding Kittens was developed as an idea. I imagine it to be something like the creators and developers sitting around in the garage, petting a nice fuzzy cat on a fine sunny afternoon. Then out of nowhere you hear the roaring engines of an F-15 jet fighter thundering in the sky. Everyone rushed outside to see what the commotion was, only to witness Michael Bay eject out of the pilot seats and parachute towards them. As soon as he landed, I imagined massive explosions cascading behind Mr. Bay, and then he joined him for a drink of G Fuel and scotch. Thus, the idea of Exploding Kittens was born. Okay, so maybe that's not how the idea was born, but the game plays out kinda like that. Okay, maybe not, but it is a chaotic, fast-paced game that will make the Explosion Man swoon. So, what's Exploding Kittens about? It's very simple. Be the last person to not explode by a kitten in the game. We're going to be looking over the base game and not any of expansion as a heads up. Setup is pretty simple. Everyone starts off with a hand filled with random cards and a diffuse card. There is also a center deck. Within the center deck, of course, there are exploding kittens. If you draw an exploding kittens, you explode and die and are out of the game. Before you draw a card, however, you can play card modifiers, such as skip your draw phase, or force another player to draw. These will, of course, help optimize your odds of winning the game. If you do draw an exploding kittens, however, not all hope is lost. Remember that diffuse card? If you play diffuse cards, you get to delay the inevitable and place the bomb back into the deck. You get to pick the location, so these cards are pretty valuable. There are also color cards where you can form poker hands. Forming these poker hands and then playing them lets you do all kinds of weird things, such as steal cards from other players or salvage already played cards from the discard pile. And finally, there's the Nope card, which lets you cancel nearly every single action, even if it's not your turn. The only thing it can't cancel is a diffuse card. You can, however, cancel another Nope card. And that's pretty much it for setup and rules. A single game of Exploding Kittens goes by blazingly fast. Usually about 5 to 15 minutes. Average from experience is about 10 minutes, so if you're in a time crunch, this game can usually fit into your schedule. This game is also super simple and can easily be taught in a few minutes. There's also very little downtime between turns because of how fast the turn cycles through. And the quality of the artwork is hilarious and probably the high point of this game. I mean, come on. Take a look at these cards. How can you not find them adorable or hilarious? In terms of space, the game is literally a deck of cards. You can easily fit it into your backpack and take it wherever you want. What this game is, in my opinion, is a time pattern game. This is one of those games where you're done setting up for a party and you break it out waiting for people to show up. Or one of those games where you play in a tent while hunting for Bigfoot. Or one of those games you play while fishing for the Loch Ness Monsters. Time pattern games. And because of the nature of this game, there is a surprisingly high amount of replayability over time. This isn't a game where you go on a marathon with for over an hour. It's a game where you play every few days, probably with different people floating in and out, and it rarely ever gets stale. That being said, the people who would truly enjoy Exploding Kittens are those who want a simple, fast-paced games and can embrace randomness. Either that or you just want to see all the ridiculously cute and hilarious artworks. This isn't an in-depth, hyper-strategic game. It's a game that heavily relies on luck and, depending on the group you're playing with, has elements of poker face reading and bluffing. If you're looking for a tactical game, this isn't it. It also goes without saying if you hate cats. What kind of person are you if you hate cats? Don't pick this game up. If there's a major gripe I have with this game, it's definitely the price. As of right now, it's $20, and I do feel like it's a bit pricey even though the art is amazing. If you do have the budget for a game filler, then this is a great pick. Or if you find it on a great sale, it's definitely worth a buy. Look, being realistic here, this game isn't going to be a fantastic game. It's not going to be a classic game like Catan. It's not going to be a competitive game like chess. It's not going to be suspenseful like Dead of Winter. It's going to be exactly like a Michael Bay film. It's going to be simple with lots of explosions. It's pure, random, plain, ha 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 ha. Laughing fun. It's a game with surprising longevity. It's meant to be taken lightheartedly and bond with the players that are playing. And isn't that what some games are all about? If you enjoyed this overlook on Michael Bay's cats, then give this video a like. Subscribe for more awesome contents and puns, and comment below. Thanks for watching.
Give me the diffuse, Tom, and I'll let you live as my pet.
I'm never giving you this diffuse!
So unwise.
I got you, Tom. Hold on to the diffuse.